Hello. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Vincent.
This is Harbour Times.
Yes, it is.
Today is the start of the week, but also the end of the month.
Yes, it is.
30th
Yeah.
of September.
You betcha.
And tomorrow is a holiday.
Oh, yeah.
So today is very strange.
Yeah.
It's the end of the month, start of the week,
Yeah.
and we have a holiday tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we have a holiday yesterday.
Yeah.
So today, why don't we just summarize a big issue
Okay.
in Harbour Times,
Okay.
which summarized what happened in September, because a lot of the people got appointed
Yes. Yes.
over the past 4 or 5 weeks.
That's right.
And you have done the research on that one.
Yeah, we do a little column called Harbour Crossings.
Harbour Crossing.
Yeah, and it's for the people who are in the...
Which one?
well,
the Hong Kong one, or the Eastern one, or the Western one?
well, it's the political ones.
Oh, the political
The
one.
political ones.
All
So
right.
everybody moving from job to job, and people moving in and out of the civil service,
All
moving in and out of
right.
political jobs. People
And
like...
is it congested?
There's a lot going on all the time in an exciting city like Hong Kong.
All right.
So of course you have people moving in and out of government, like Carmen Chung
Yep.
left Carrie Lam last week.
I want to say a point on this one. This
yeah.
last week, and
Yeah.
Carmen Chung left the government with the typhoon.
Yes,
With the typhoon.
very sly timing on that one.
Yeah.
They came out at like midday on the Saturday with a big typhoon rolling in.
Yep.
Everybody distracted, and it did still make the papers. It's not like anybody missed it.
And
but
you have
still.
to say that Carrie Lam has already calculated that into the announcement.
Yeah, somebody must. I'm sure they were sitting on that for a little while.
Yeah.
And,
Maybe it's Carmen's idea.
Maybe.
Her last advice.
Yeah, she's pretty astute. Yeah, she was like, "Hey guys, get it out now."
Whoa, but that has nothing to. We have nothing to prove that. But
No, of course, it's
yeah.
pure speculation.
it is
down
speculation,
here.
but it's a good move.
Yeah, it was good. It's good piece.
It's a good move.
PR.
So
So what? But what has been happening? So there are people that move in and out of government, but then the Hong Kong government relies on a lot of advice from the community, and it does it through advisory committees. There's all different kinds of names, and we'll talk about it. There's committees, there's boards, there's people who set standards for licensing and regulations. Piles and piles of these things in Hong Kong, and they can be very influential.
So what did you find for
Well-
those who are going in?
Well, in a
we talk about Carmen
Yeah.
who is leaving,
Yeah.
but how about those coming in? You have done the research on that. What have you found?
We monitor it all the time, and when you do that, you start to see trends. And in our last issue that you were so kind to put up there, we noticed something that was for a lot of the appointees, especially recently. It's kind of hard to figure out what people's qualifications are.
Are you talking about the former commissioner of police?
That's one of them. We're
He
saying
is heading the committee to supervise country parks, right?
absolutely. So, there's broad experience that people have from running large organizations. You learn how to organize things, you learn how to pull people together. But it seems like all these appointees, they don't have experience specific to that which they are meant to be advising on or governing.
Well,
right?
show me
And the
what
police
you've got.
commission is one.
Show me what you have got.
Okay, so yeah, you nailed one right away. The police commissioner going to parks, and I thought, well, maybe we're going to get like a park ranger program, and have like park police or something. In which case, I'd be like, yes, of
It's
course.
such a Canadian concept.
Well, yeah,
It's such a Canadian concept.
Well, I said, yeah,
Considering your background.
Hey, it wouldn't be a bad idea. They could do something about fly tipping in the new territories and something about cow tipping on Lantau.
That's for jokes.
All right, yeah.
But who else?
Okay.
Who else have
I got
no
a
relevant
whole list
experience
here.
but got appointed?
But not it's not like
Not
they're
completely,
experienced,
no.
but not specific to the
Not
area.
that experience.
The Ping Wo Fund Advisory Committee.
Okay, for those who doesn't know what is the Ping Wo Fund, is against gambling.
Yeah.
Or heavy gambling.
Yeah,
Or
kind of-
gambling addiction.
Yeah, identifying problems, advising on that. And so we have a gentleman, Dr. Yao, who's been reappointed to that. And you think, oh, Dr. Yao, maybe he's a psychiatrist specializing in gambling addiction or something like that. No, he's an environmentalist and energy consultant.
But he got reappointed.
And he was reappointed, so I guess by now he has experience.
Accumulate the experience.
But you're kind of like, oh, how did he get into this in the first place? He's an appointed district council.
On the other hand, actually, the police commissioner can go to the Ping Wo Foundation.
Now that I could see a little bit
Yeah,
more
because the police has more understanding about gambling.
gambling, problem gamblers,
Yeah.
people getting extorted because of gambling.
And actually, the guy who is an environmental doctor
Mm.
can actually go to the country parks.
Yes.
Really?
We can maybe get a little trade off going there. That might work.
But who else?
Okay, Professor Ching Pak Tong. He's one of the big guns over at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. He's pro vice chancellor over there. Long and distinguished background in engineering. He is now the chair of the Veterinary Surgeons Board.
Oh,
they set the standards and license people to be veterinary surgeons.
An engineer.
And he's an engineer. Now, unless we're going to start building bionic dogs in Hong Kong, that'd be cool. They had the bionic man, the bionic woman, and then there was actually a bionic dog in the TV show back in the 70s. Unless, right. But you wonder, veterinary surgeons, engineer. You're kind of like...
Iron Man 4.
Yeah. I don't know. So again, okay. So
show me two more examples.
Aviation Development Advisory Committee.
Oh, that's important.
Okay,
aviation
this
is important.
Aviation, where there's flying service, but primarily it's the airport.
Yes.
6 appointees. Now, some of them, totally. I'm going to my notes here. Dr. Professor Edwin Chung. He is a scheduling expert. All right. Fair enough. Airports are all about
schedules, queuing theory, and all
queuing
that.
Theory, how they allocate landing rights at the airport is massively important.
Seems all right.
Totally get it. KC Kwok is the former top economist for the Hong Kong government. He's an economics professor at HKUST.
Of course.
He
is all right.
He's an economist.
All right.
Those ones I totally get. Now, these other people, sit on more boards than you can imagine, but what do they know about aviation? I don't know. If they got a hold of us and told us, I'd love to hear. Peter Lam, who's in the movie business, right?
Oh, but also Tourist Commission. Maybe that's the reason why.
Maybe, okay.
All
okay,
right.
So now
marginal.
Marginal.
3 more.
Chang La Yun, big boss of a manufacturing company. Not making airplanes, so I don't really know. Ayesha McPherson Lau, big gun in accounting in Hong Kong. Apparently her stepfather was a former Secretary of Transportation, but that's like saying I can fly airplanes because my father was a pilot, which he was, but I can't. And then, of course, we got Brian David Lee, Lee Man Bun, who's the other David Lee at Bank of East Asia.
All right.
Banking, so you kind of wonder, aviation? Yeah, do they, so it would be nice if some of the connections were more obvious. Okay, tourism board, airports, yeah, okay, I could start to see that for Peter Lam. But, out of 6, there are 2 that it's obvious. And the other one you can kind of stretch it, and the other 3, you're left scratching your head going,
But I have a theory.
Sure.
Although I cannot prove it,
yeah.
But let me sound out to your brilliant mind and see what you think.
Okay.
I think one of the reasons that these people without so much experience on that particular subject got appointed, maybe it's an intentional move to break the conglomerate of interested people.
The monopoly of technocrats.
Yeah, the monopoly of technocrats, and especially maybe a lot of these groups were seated by people in the industry who got strong interests in that particular sector or industries. So maybe you put some foreign matters in it and see whether there will be some metamorphosis going on.
Right, or if they spot things. There's actually a term for that. It's called political capture.
Political capture.
Yeah, in political science series, this is a whole body of field, and it basically says that if you have something in government that's run by government, the people that are the most interested will move to control it. Right? If you're in the industry, you're in the sugar business, and it's about sugar subsidy, who's going to end up sitting on the board? All the guys that are in the sugar business, because they know it the best, but they also have the most at stake. Other people couldn't be bothered.
All right.
So maybe you're saying they're trying to avoid regulatory capture.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, that could be it. Maybe you're making sense of this.
Being an optimist, I hope so. I don't know.
Yeah.
As I said, I cannot prove it.
Well, that may be. That may be. That may be. These are all intelligent, capable, accomplished people.
Yeah.
It's just, so maybe that's why they're getting.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
For the interest of Hong Kong, hopefully.
I hope so.
Can I pick that as the keyword for today?
Your keyword is?
Political capture?
Political capture. That's a great one.
Capture.
All
right. Thank you,
Sounds
Andrew.
good. Thanks, Vincent.
I learned a word today. Capture.
Excellent. Political capture. See you in October.
All right. See you. Thank you.